The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Mark. Jesus said to the crowds, "This is how it is with the kingdom of God. It is if a man were to scatter seed on the land and would sleep and rise night and day, and through it all the seed would sprout and grow. He knows not how. Of its own accord the land yields fruit. First the blade, then the ear, then the full grain in the ear. And when the grain is ripe, he wields the sickle at once, for the harvest has come." He said, "To what shall we compare the kingdom of God? Or what parable can we use for it? It is like a mustard seed, that when it is sown on the ground, it is the smallest of all seeds on the earth. But once it is sown, it springs up and becomes the largest of plants and puts forth large branches, so that the birds of the sky can dwell in its shade." With many such parables he spoke the word to them as they were able to understand it. Without parables he did not speak to them, but to his own disciples he explained everything in private. The Gospel of the Lord.
Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ.
Once upon a time in Russia, there was a poor young man. His father was often away. When he came home, he'd drink heavily and beat Joseph's mother in front of the boy. And then he beat the boy too. His mother loved him deeply. She packed him off to the seminary to study for the priesthood. But within a few years, he grew to hate the church and God. As one of his childhood friends later wrote, "Undeserved and severe beatings made the boy Spartan and heartless as the father was. Since all people in authority over others seemed to him to be like his father, there soon arose in him a vengeful feeling against all people standing above him. That boy spent the rest of his life avenging his childhood, trying to snuff out the final authority, God. This hardened heartless boy had by then dropped his father's last name and called himself after the Russian word for steel, Stalin. Dr. Vitz, a Catholic psychologist, author of Faith of the Fatherless, holds the theory that a lot of well-known atheists, and he takes several case studies throughout the 20th century, says they are often atheists because of the poor relationship with their father. So it kind of makes sense. Jesus lets us know that God is Father. So if our experience of a loving, caring, kind, and present Father, and statistics back this up, if that is our experience of fatherhood, then our openness and disposition, our intuitively grasping that God the Father is good, will come easily. And if the opposite is true, also true that. If we have, cold, harsh, absent Father, then the grasping as God the Father is difficult to do. In other words, the most important thing you can do as a father is to be present and loving. Now, Dr. Vitz goes on in an article that I read to I'm summing up in 5 points, 5 suggestions. What does a father have to do? Right? Number 1, moms, you will like this one, love your wife. Love your wife. Because the most basic relationship that your children observe between man and woman is, well, that of you and your wife. And so that is what they will model. That is what they will try to imitate. So as they see you loving, supporting, and encouraging your wife, boys will try to emulate it, and girls will come to expect it from the men that they date. Love your wives. One of the best things you can do for your children is that their mother is loved by you. Number 2, be a source of strength for your children. Right? When they are insecure, that they can go to you and rely on you to provide, not just practically, purely, also, but the moral support that they need, the encouragement that they need. When they're insecure, they can count on Dad. strength for them. Number 3. The discipline should be strong, firm, but coherent. That they know you're disciplining not just because you're annoyed and irritated with them, but because you care about their formation and their well-being. Right? And kids intuit that you want their good when you're strict with them. Strict but fair. And when they know the rules, that gives them security. And a father who is demanding but just is a wonderful way to communicate a loving God who has laws, but through those laws expresses His love. Because I care for you, I'm not going to let you do whatever you want. The fourth point. Be present to your children. The time and attention you give to your children and wife and the practice of faith will provide them a sense of safety that nothing else can. I think sometimes we can use the excuse of quality time to say that we don't spend a certain quantity of time with the kids. Now, life demands are what they are, and some people have to travel for work and things of that nature. The more time, the better. I remember hearing they asked, something I read or heard or saw on TV. They asked a little boy, 7, 8, 9 years old, what's your favorite thing to do? He says, to go to the junkyard with Dad. I'm sure girls will have a similar expression. It's not so much the what, but with whom. They want to spend time with you. It's not so much the what. You don't have to go on expensive vacations. I'm sure they won't mind. But you don't have to go to Disney and take out a small loan. You can go to the local park. It's not just being with them. The fifth point, the fifth suggestion. If you want to communicate the faith you give to your children, they have to see it live in you. You hear stories of parents that drop their kids off for Mass and go home. You're like, really? What message is that sending? Another priest in our congregation, when he wrote his testimony that was published in a collection of vocational stories, he mentioned, and I knew the family, my dad was a quiet dad and didn't speak too often about the faith. But in the silence after communion, I would observe him pray, and I knew that he believed in the Eucharist, and I knew that he had a relationship with Jesus Christ that was real. The son's a priest. Actually, he has 2 sons that are priests. When they see it, that's the most convincing argument. Now, I gave a similar homily a few years ago in another parish, in another diocese. And I quoted a lot more statistics about the danger that kids without their dad's involvement in their lives go through. Right? Certain dangerous behaviors, immoral behaviors, promiscuity, substance abuse, even greater risk of going to jail and all that. And after the homily, the mom, and then the girl came up to me because her father had died. She says, thanks, Father, I feel like I have no chance in life. I said, felt pretty bad. I said, no. Statistics are not an ironclad fate. We are free. And with God's grace, all things are possible, regardless of the circumstances around you. St. John Paul II lost his entire family at the age of 21. Lost his mom when he was 9, his older brother when he was about 18, 19, and his dad when he would take 20, 21. And he's a saint. So all things are possible. That said and done, it is not indifferent. And it is a singular grace when our fathers are very involved in our lives. Now, at the beginning of the homily, you might have said, okay, thanks a lot. No pressure, right? So if I would, my kid turns out to be like, stop, right? Well, the good news is you make countless mistakes because there is no perfect dad. There's no perfect priest. There's no perfect mom. Even the Blessed Mother, who was morally perfect, the Immaculate Conception herself, lost Jesus for 3 days. about that. So it's not a question of being perfect or always getting it right. It's a question of loving. Two stories that struck me. One I read yesterday. The author was writing about his own relationship with his dad. The author was already an adult, has children of his own. His dad was more or less an absentee father. I think his parents divorced by the time he was 13. Even before then, Dad would go a lot. Whenever Dad would they would make an appointment to go meet each other, Dad would often be a no-show. And one day, his dad went on the phone, and his dad apologized for spanking him once when he was 13 too hard or something like that. And the son thought, this is ridiculous. I've got all this, and all you apologize is for this? So the son, a trained attorney, let him have it. And just unloaded. What about this? What about this? What about this? And the son described himself as prosecuting his closing arguments. And he said once he's finally done it, probably had to catch his breath, Dad sang a song. Now, part of the song, it says he was sad that he's hurt the ones he's loved. And then his dad apologized. And he says, and he could tell that it was real that his dad's behavior changed. He went, he bought a ticket all the way, had a little money to fly and visit his grandchildren, bought them Christmas presents. He was a changed man. And the son saw it. And so who wasn't always the best dad became a wonderful granddad. There was another case of a story I heard of a man who was so materialist had 3 or 4 kids. One day his 15-year-old son asked him, Dad, what's the meaning of life? Dad took out a $50 bill and says, this is the meaning of life. His dad later had a conversion. He returned to the Catholic faith, ended the Catholic faith. He's in a prayer meeting. At that time, most of his kids were going through significant issues, substance abuse, things of that nature. And so he stands up in the prayer meeting and says, Blessed Mother, I failed my kids. Help me. And shortly after that, things started to turn around quite significantly. Not overnight, but real steps towards progress, entering programs, right? So you see, there is no perfect dad. The words, I'm sorry, go a long way. Last thought. When God gives a mission, He gives you the necessary grace to fulfill that mission. When God gives you a mission, He gives you the necessary grace to fulfill that mission. So you're not going this alone. In the end, you're a steward. His children are God's. And He will help you. A lot of times as a priest, I think I'm going by the seat of my pants. I'm not sure what I'm doing. I hope people don't notice. I think we all feel like that from time to time. So be trusted to God and that He's going to cover. He's got your back. Wives, kids, thank your dad, your husband, and pray for him. But maybe thanks beyond just maybe breakfast in bed or hey, thanks or time. Enumerate some of the concrete things that you're actually thankful for. Finally, last thought, dads. Enjoy the ride. Being a dad is grace and a gift. Enjoy the ride. Thank you. And God bless you.